Hi guys, welcome back to some more crazy fun with Robocraft and Aerofoils. And I've been seeing a lot of chat in game of people having trouble throwing a flyer together, having trouble turning. Right, when you're flying an aeroplane, you don't actually turn. If I go left and right, I'm just gonna wobble. Okay, so what you need to do is if you level out and then turn and then press the space bar, so you bank. Aeroplanes bank, they don't turn on the spot. Spacecraft now in space with no air resistance and just jets. You don't have to worry about aerodynamics. You just need small amounts of thrust and you can turn on the spot. Aeroplanes, it depends on your wingspan, the jet speed you're going, the balance of the craft, and what you want to be able to do is stuff like loop the loop, so that's just forwards and on the space, and climb. You don't want a craft that stalls at this point. This craft does, it just stalls. So this one can't loop the loop. It's got tiny wings on it, so that's why it also has a bit of trouble leveling out and staying stable. But as you see, I actually turn to the side and then power into it to turn. Okay, other maneuvers are your barrel rolls. Small craft can still barrel roll, but if you see, because this is a bit heavy with all the armour on it, it doesn't hold the line. When I barrel roll, it veers off the centre. As you can see, it twists around, and that's not great. That's not what you want. Okay, so this is the first flyer I built. I actually was reasonably pleased with. Unfortunately, it's got some design flaws on it. The two jets at the front, if either of those is shot off, then it instantly throws out the balance of it, and it will rotate. Whichever one is shot off, it will then veer to the other side. The rest of the jets are encased in armour, so don't have to worry too much about those. And the main concern with this is that on the battlefield, it's got hit him. It's got a tiny little plasma cannon, and it really isn't an effective fighting tool. It might work to draw fire. It's also a fast way of getting to the control point, but once I'm there, the only thing I could really do is draw people to me, and as they come over, then take off again, circle round, get them to follow me somewhere else, and then go back to the control point. Sort of a cat and mouse kind of game, which can be effective if you're coordinating it well with the team, but if what the team requires is firepower, death and destruction, then this just isn't going to cut it. So let's exit and have a look at what we've got today. There's been a lot of trial and error trying to scale up something and get weapons onto it. But this beast, it's a bit bigger, isn't it? Well, it's still so much very wrong. Because it weighs in, what are we, tier 5? I can't just have a lightweight frame, it would be shot up instantly. Then because of the weight issues of the frame and the gun, I've had to pretty much cram every jet I can on here, and unfortunately I haven't got enough high power jets for it to be efficient, and what that means is the weight to thrust ratio. So ideally on this plane I would like to have maybe 4 jets that were light enough yet powerful enough to carry the craft into flight. This isn't the case, so this does have a lot of drawbacks to it, but it's got guns aplenty and it flies, so let's put it in a battle and see how we do. Now, I do believe this one can loop and barrel roll quite well, although it's got a large wingspan, so taking it down those narrow gullies is going to be a bit tricky. Also, the guns on it this time. It's effectively a flying laser tank. So there are issues with the aiming. You have to get it in the right position on the plane. Let's see what we've got. Standard. Standard. Looks like very... Oh, we've got one flyer at least. I'm going to give them a chance to get out there. And let them all have a nose at this before it gets blown to crap. There we go. Something like this will be what destroys me. Yeah? Okay, let's go. And we're up, and we're off. I don't want to fly straight into there. I will be destroyed. Yeah, I'm already taking fire. Let's get down over here. And you can see because... Can we get up over this? Oh, yes! Yes. And there's our other flyer. Yeah, let's go over here. And go round off this bit of the map. I believe there's an enemy one up over here. Let's surprise the crap out of him with this. Whoa! Let's get out of there. Oh, that's the edge of the map. They should extend this part of the map, really. Awesome, this is probably the first dogfight I've been in. Oh, 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 he's a lot more maneuverable, but I've got help. There's two of us. Can we get this guy who's sniping on the ledge? I seem to have lost my tail. So, a lot of problem with the steering. Let's bring it back around. I've got wheels that steer. So, if I get this on the ground, I might be able to reverse and turn a little bit. Can we at least take this guy out? I'd love to get a pure kill. Come on. Yes, we're going to have him. He's gone. Excellent. Well done. What's that? Seer 2? I'm not sure. Will they still fly? Let's find out. Whoa! Oh dear, that was a mistake, wasn't it? I'm not going to get out of here. I'm not going to get out of here, and my guns are facing the wrong way to shoot anything. So let's just exit and give it another go. That was fun. That was the first real kind of dogfight action I've seen. Okay, are we loading? And of course this will take quite a while to build back up. The problem you get, as you get larger and larger crafts, it takes longer to repair itself. You can of course pay to repair instantly, but who's got the points for that? Of course, one of the problems I've got is that the bigger this thing, the higher the tier, and then it's just so easy on the battlefield for something that's a tiny trimmed down death cube to wipe you out, which is why it's really important to have a high level of maneuverability, and if possible to trim down your silhouette as much as possible. But to get the guns on it, to get flying out there, isn't offering me much choice of that. We've got is he just a hover or is he a flyer? Not sure. And of course you get rammed by a tank. That's pretty standard. There's a tank with blades on it. Good on you. Good on you. This method will get you in the skies. I might actually try that. You could do that on a fairly small craft and just make a flatbed, fill it with rockets inside, stick a couple of wings on it, maybe some wings on the side, and you could make an aerial flatbed tank. Alright, I think that's enough time wasted. Let's get in the air. Different map. New challenges. I definitely don't want to go down anywhere over there, but I will try and skirt around. I like that tactic. I usually, in these battles, end up on the near off-map region after the fact, after I've been shot to pieces. Maybe I can skirt around it this time. To come into the back of the map now. Let's see what this guy's doing. Got a hit on him. Another one. It's not done any damage to him at all. He's got nice armor. Don't think I even made a dent. At this stage, he's probably got fantastic armor. He's still at 100%. How? I don't know. And nobody's really shooting at me. Have I just timed out? He's not moving. I think perhaps that the connection has been lost. Nobody else seems to be moving. So, is it going to kick me? What's going to happen? Or is it just suddenly going to speed up and I find out I'm dead? Still, this is good practice. Rather than the practice map, this is the actual map, so... That's a nice design. Well, this is really weird. Ooh. That's the handy thing about having wheels as well. They do come in very handy to help you bounce off or roll off bits of terrain that you accidentally stray into. As you can see, this handles reasonably well. There we go. We've been disconnected from the server. So that was a nice bit of practice. And I got 2 tech points for it. Fantastic. Okay. Now with that practice run done, we're back on the same map, so hopefully we don't have the same problem, and I just have the usual problem of being shot to pieces. Oh, friendly cuddles, 2.3. That's nice. Death by cuddles. Okay, are we in? Are people moving? Disconnected. Ooh. Let's see what the deal is there. Connecting to server. Let's just see if anyone else is having this. It may, of course, just be my internet, or it might be the high volume of traffic that they're experiencing at the minute. Okay, well, nobody's actually bothered to say anything useful there. So, let's try again. I believe they've changed the servers that they've got now to be scalable. I'm not sure if that affects anything. Surely I think that should be for the better, as long as they don't break their upper limit. I'm on Mars now. I should have checked to see what the state was. Oh, there you go. The gunfire. We've got a jet. Nice. Let's see this guy in action. Really should pull up. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That's what happens when you're looking at other people while you're flying your plane. Oops, and I'm in the middle of Death Valley. Let's get out of there. I've already been hit a couple of times. Somebody's sighting me. Oh, the one rock. You always get that, don't you? The one rock on the map, and you find it. Okay, here's a enemy fighter up here. Let's see if I can get... Oh, lost some gear. Oh, I've lost Mucho plane. Still got some weapons. I can get onto the CP. Oh, I've lost my steering. Right, I've now got no way of controlling where I go, really. Still our weapon. No weapon. No weapon, just rocket packs. Bounce off this rock in a convenient way to land me on the CP, please. No, death. Cheers, I think that was Yorkins. Yes, Yorkins. Well, that's very much what I expected. Harsh times. Still got a bravery bonus, some decent points. What I want to see is a legitimate dogfight kill and a good bit of strafing on some ground units. That would make me a happy puppy. Derp-de-doo indeed, Tyroki. Thanks for that. That's what we need. Useful information and advice in the chat. Always welcome. Sector Pod. Bounty Hunter Ship X3. That sounds awesome. One Maxi Bon. Skywalker. I've heard that name before. Okay, let's just taxi over a little bit. This is a tactic I haven't tried. Of course, it's very hard to taxi when you've got this many jets. Sneak up on them with my rather large aircraft. Stealth mode. Of course, then I'm going to sit and duck for these guys with rails. So let's jib that and try and get on something on the edges. Let's see a guy over here. I'm taking hits there. Let's see what this guy's going to do. Oh no, don't go upside down, don't go upside down. Lost my tail. Go in the right direction anyway. I've still got some guns. Oh, that was a mistake. Just going too fast to negotiate that. Took something off him. Die. Oh, look at that. That was his error. Oh my god. Oh, that's on our side. Thank God for that. Okay. It looks like a creep, doesn't it? Giant Minecraft creep there. Sneaking up, ready to explode. That is awesome. Well done. What's his name? Sabaralon? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I don't care. You have an awesome creep-style vehicle, and I got a kill on something, even though it was planted in the dirt. Oh. Oh dear. Okay, I'm not going to do anything else, and I think we've got this, as they've only got one player left. We win, so it's GG to everyone. And there you go, team victory before I even got to exit. Well, that should be even more points. Fantastic. Let's see. Nice. And of course, one of the handy things about building these is these are my first forays into the higher tiers. So with the new tech system, I'm actually getting some higher tech points, which I desperately need. I really don't want to be spending many of the game currency on converting into Uber tech. Uber tech, that's fantastic. Okay, let's have another one. I really would like to have a game where I get to the end reasonably intact, and as said, you know, I was happy they're blowing something up, but I would like to do it as a flying plane rather than a stationary sentry. Be nice to wipe out a few things and land on the control point and smoke a kipper for breakfast. That would just be awesome. Anyone exciting in here? Let's have a nosy. Oh, got a rocket flyer. Little flatbed flyer. Flying tank, awesome. I look like I'm the only plane though. Whoa! Didn't enjoy that. Oh! Oh! Let's just land here and shoot this guy. He's bouncing all over the show. Is he dead? Oh, someone's still shooting at me. Oh, I've got going the wrong way. And now I'm screwed. Can't do anything. There's no flyers over here, is there? There's just a guy pointing a plasma at me. I'll stick around, see how good his plasma shots are. No, let's just jib it and go to the next battle. Yes, I would like to go to the next battle, please. Okay, well, I think this is going to be my last one. It doesn't look like this is effective either. As I say, it's just not efficient enough. The sheer weight of the amount of thrusters I've got on it is negating it. This whole section here is just heavy. I mean, let's have a look at this. An armoured cube is 11 kilograms. The orange, what's that? That's 9 as opposed to 5. So every one of these is double and a bit. So every... I'm not going to do the maths, but let's have a look at the weapons as well. These guys... doesn't bother to tell you the weight of them. But I assume each one of these is heavier. And I know that for a fact because I've put them on and they throw out the balance of some stuff. It would be nice to have an actual set of, or something you could use to calculate it. I've used helium to balance things out. I've already got 2 on there. I lost a couple of weapons off it to throw in the addition of those 2 helium tanks. Now, for this last one, let's just get rid of the little air pellet guns. So they're probably not doing that much. Okay. You know, and it comes to these, I don't know whether they're efficient enough to actually be on it. Would I be better off taking these 2 off? Does the thrust they add to it help? Or is it just balancing out their own weight cost? Okay. Yep. Get a good strategy for kills. That's always a good idea. Unfortunately, a lot of standard issue kind of stuff. The small efficient 1 or 2 gun snipers. The fast tank that runs in with the lasers. The heavy cube of death with the plasmas. These have been efficient killing machine tactics from day one in this game. And they still... Oh! More trouble with Tinterweb. It may well just be my connection. I've no idea why, but it does seem to get bad whenever it rains. It doesn't seem to make any sense with unable to load chat settings. Reason server was unable to reply. Oh, this is harsh. Harsh times. Maybe I'll just quit. Will it let me quit? Let's just close that. Really? What's occurring? Oh, it's gone. Good. Okay. Well, I hope this problem is my end and that there's not problems on the servers for everyone. And I hope it's actually managed to save the changes that I've just made to the craft so I can get straight in. And let's get an airborne kill and some ground strafe, and that would be just simply awesome to finish on. Load them assets. This is lovely. Can we get these decals? You know, can I have trucks with wheels with my name on them? Is that something that is in the game, or is that just to make it all look pretty for a bit of advertising? Connect to the server, come on. Okay. What's happened there? I don't want controls. What I want is settings. Okay, and I hope it's remembered those changes. Somebody saying there we've now got speed hackers. Have we got speed hackers, or do you just not realise there are thrusters embedded in that craft? Yep, I think this. No, well, he seems pretty certain that they're speed hackers. Admiral Hipper here with us today, of course, and Lugra Doll. Wouldn't be the same without you guys. Let's see what we've brought to the field. Oh, nice. That's white, so I imagine those bits will be shot off instantly, although I think it is just a little panda. It's like he's brought a lollipop to the game. There we have the flying brick tank. Fantastic. Oh, railguns of death. And we've got somebody who's got a nice small plane. That's quite nice. He just seems to have his forward wings are just cubes and he's just using rear wings. That's an interesting tactic. And we already have something airborne to shoot at. Let's take this guy out. Let's back around, a bit tight. Oh, he's already dead. Good on you. This guy looks like he's got a plan. Awesome. Awesome, dude. Let us all emulate this guy who destroys stuff from the air. And don't fire plasma at me. Oh, use my wheels. Thank you very much. Let's get out of here. Aerofoil. That was a nice... Oh, rail sniper trying to take me out. I really don't want to fly head on at him. He will just pick me off, won't he? Let's confuse him by crashing into rocks. No, you've got no choice. I am flying straight into you now. I'm going to ease off and just hopefully try and get some last shots of me before I die. No, is he dead? Am I out? Have I disconnected? What's the dealio? No, I'm being shot at and being destroyed. Let's rocket to safety with 4% health. Upside down is the best way to rocket to safety when you've only got 4% health. Using my rocket as shield. And there we go. This is where all the cool kids go to hide. Oh, he just fell through the terrain there. And that's nice. The comforting blue eye of the jet as I parade round lonely. Oh, let's just get out of here. Okay, let's have one more. I quite enjoyed the fact that got to see somebody in action there that looked to be flying an effective fighter. And I certainly felt I did a tiny bit of damage. So I'm going to have one more. And then I really must take a break from this. Unfortunately, this is a hell of an addictive game. And, I mean, it already was before the introduction of the aerofoils. But now we have the aerofoils to master. It's just a whole new level. Okay. I could tell, because he taunted me by landing right next to me. Oh dear. Okay, teleporters players. And what I'm looking for now is some enemies that haven't got to grips with the tactics, have decided to build all crazy big, easy to shoot things, and are unable to look up. That would be handy. That would be nice if you had a big tank build that had, say, plasmas on it, and you had a limited view of movement, so you couldn't just scope the whole field. Oh, already death. They're coming for me. Out to kill me, and it's over. It's over. We're dead. Any guns left? No. Death. Right, well there you go. These things will still destroy you. I'm going to try and build a much smaller, faster, meaner, harder, stronger robot of death from above. And I'll see you next time. I hope you have a great time. If you haven't got Robocraft, what are you thinking? It's free to play. Go to robocraftgames.com. download it and try and get those free aerofoils. Let me see. There we go. Aerofoils. Oh my god, 35 minutes of recording. That's just harsh. Well, if you just scroll down here, there's a code. You can get yourself some free wings. Come and join in the game. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.